Good day, everybody. I am Folahan Ilekon. This is a tutorial video on Look Back in Anger, written by John Osborne. In this video, I will be discussing 2021 WAEC questions on Look Back in Anger. But before you watch this video, I will implore you to watch one of my videos titled How to Answer Literature and English Questions in WAEC and NECO. This will make you understand this video better. Let's now discuss the questions. The first question there is in number 5, and the question says, compare Jimmy and Cliff as friends. Compare Jimmy and Cliff as friends. I want to call our attention to something here. When we have to compare in literature, we have to talk on the similarities and the differences. If you write on the similarities alone, we will be undermarked, or the differences alone. So the question expects us to write on the similarities and the differences. Now let's go on. Note, relate the question to the theme of the play and identify the two characters before writing on the comparison. So these are the guidelines we need to follow. If you watch the video I ask you to watch, you will understand what I'm saying here. That's a video titled How to Answer Literature and English Questions in WAEC and NECO. If you need the link to that video, just make your request through the message box. I will send the link to you. Now the solution. The play is on post-World War II 1950s Britain. How social life is affected and the negative effects on relationships. Jimmy is used in the play to bring this to the fore. He shows frustration in his relationship with anybody that comes his way, including his wife, Alison. Jimmy Potter, about 25 years old, is the protagonist of the play. He is tall and thin, married to Alison, who is of the upper class. He is a friend of Cliff Lewis, and they live together in his apartment with his wife. Cliff Lewis is short and dark. He is the same age as Jimmy. He lives with Jimmy and assists him in running a sweet shop. Jimmy and Cliff are of middle-class background. Both are unemployed, but Jimmy operates a sweet shop that is given to him by Utana's mother. The two experience boredom in their apartment, and Cliff is always asked to make tea to kill the boredom. They live monotonous lives, especially on Sundays. They engage in reading newspapers, and Jimmy even complains that it is always the same ritual with nothing to offer. They quarrel over who is more current about the current issues. The bone of contention between them is Alison, Jimmy Potter's wife, whom he maltreated. It is this ill-treatment of Alison that Cliff is opposed to and causes their disagreements. Jimmy does not care when Cliff and Alison disagree to agree on certain issues. He does not welcome any appreciation of Alison by Cliff Lewis. He can be insolent at times, insulting Cliff that he is ignorant. Though the two friends understand one another, Cliff is not happy as he decides to leave since his presence does not bring succor to Jimmy and Alison's relationship. The second question. Discuss Jimmy Potter's sense of alienation in the play. Discuss Jimmy Potter's sense of alienation in the play. This is the guideline to follow. Relate the question to the theme of the play and identify the character of Jimmy Potter. Then discuss his sense of alienation. Now the solution. The play is on post-World War II 1950s Britain. How social life is affected and the negative effects on relationships. Jimmy is used in the play to bring this to the fore. He shows frustration in his relationship with anybody that comes his way, including his wife, Alison. Jimmy is the protagonist of the play and is about 25 years old. He's tall and thin. He's the husband of Allison. He smokes a pipe and plays trumpet to ease his boredom. He's a friend of Cliff Lewis, who stays with him in his flat. He is educated, unemployed, but operates a sweet stall. Jimmy is educated, though the education is not obtained through the old respected institutions. This is gotten from his statement, quote, "It is not even red brick, but white tile," unquote. Jimmy feels frustrated as he remains unemployed as a result of his inability to link himself up with the people that will get him a high placement. He becomes infuriated and vents his anger on anybody that comes his way. He lashes out at Cliff and his wife Allison at the least provocation. He's not always happy with his in-laws as they are of the upper class of the society. He marries Allison in an unconventional and private manner in order to defy her parents' preference. After the marriage to Allison, he takes her along to get crashed at parties of well-known middle-class families in untidy clothing. Jimmy is always annoyed that Allison, his wife, is not like him. The latter does not feel what he feels, hence he nicknames her Pusillanimous, which means a coward. He also feels embittered because he feels that Britain has lost its identity. Britons are, quote, living in the American age, unquote. This makes him more unstable. Jimmy's sense of alienation is attributed to his feelings that he is wronged by the society and wants to pay back. That is why he vents his anger on anybody that comes his way. His personal attitude to life also affects him. He is always in conflict with his wife except while playing an animal game, which they play when nobody watches. Jimmy is the bear, while Allison is the squirrel. Bear protects and scares at the same time. Squirrel enjoys protection sometimes from bear and at times scared. He finally reconciles with Allison when they play the animal game, when she returns suddenly. So that is the end of the two questions. We have done justice to the questions. I have 2 ebooks on past questions. That is WAEC and NECO past questions. So just visit my website. That is www.literaturehub247.com. Visit www.literaturehub247.com. Click on it, and after that, click on Bookshop. The bookshop will take you to this place. This is the bookshop. So just click on download. I have all my ebooks here. This is the one on the past question. That is, this one contains 2021 past questions. The questions are it covers WAEC and NECO 2021, and this is the second one. This one is on 2022 questions, WAEC and NECO. So just click on download and follow the instruction. So if you are new on this channel, try and subscribe so that you have access to all my videos, because we have the discussion on all the literature texts and the poems on this channel. So subscribe to the channel. You are free to share the video on any social media platform. Invite your friends also to subscribe. And if you have any question on literature, just send it through the message box, and I will answer the questions immediately. Thank you, and God bless.